Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night hump stream. Let's go, everybody. Welcome to the stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J 1999. Joining me as always, I've got my sidekick and GAC Whisperer, the fourth Okage from the Hidden Leaf, Minato Namikaze, aka Thane Kyrelli.
How's it going?
And I think we might have another guest on here in 1 second. Let me just make sure we are good to go. Well, I've admitted them in. Let's see if they can get their ass in here. So, welcome to the show. This is a news show that we do every Wednesday. We've been doing it for, oh my God, 5+ years. What is wrong with me? And we are here to break down the latest and greatest of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and note and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. That's what we do here, and we have a lot to cover. We're also an interactive stream, so make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, but get those questions in. Say hi to me, say hi to everybody else. But if you have questions, feel free. I know there's going to be a lot of questions. We will do Q&A after we get through all the news and give our thoughts on things. And so, yeah, a lot of good stuff in the community going on with the road ahead. But get your questions in. Now, if you have a question you want to post to us, remember, I use Nightbot as a filtering tool. I use a filtering word so I can filter out the chat, so I can look at your questions and stuff. That word is simple. Just put the word question in front of your actual question statement. That will identify it. You can see there's examples of that in the chat. If you don't, I'm not going to see it most likely. Sometimes I catch them. Most times I don't. So if you want me to get your question, get your questions in. We will get to all the questions and get that squared away. Looks like, yep, the Nev is here. Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, you Governor. So we got the Nev, we got the Thane, and we got myself. So happy up to everyone. Happy hump day. Woo. We are all a little tired right now, folks, because my God in heaven, have we had a crazy couple of days. But before you do that, guys, I want to show this. The Tiltify is up. The campaign that we are kicking off, you see our goal again is 15,000 we want to raise for the American Cancer Society. The event's open now, so if you'd like to donate, feel free. Remember, we are partners for the ACS, the American Cancer Society. We're Gamers for Cancer. It's something we helped start. We've raised an astronomical ton of money. They need it now more than ever. Cancer's affected all of us. It's affected me. It's affected you. It's affected somebody you know or family. We fight the fight, especially with the ACS, to provide those resources and things that those people that have cancer can get access to, whether it's getting a car ride to an appointment, getting counseling, and getting, any help that they need. And the big thing is to find a cure for cancer, so that one day you can walk in a doctor's office and then when you hear those words, you've got cancer, they can say, but just take this pill and call me in the morning. That's where we want to go with this, right? And so everything's important for our event. We're going to have the 24-hour stream this Saturday starting at 8 a.m. I think Finn's going to start off by playing some Wing Commander or whatever it is he does. And then we'll start with the Jedi Academy. We're going to have a lot of cool guests on. I'll be pimping this and working on this stuff more tomorrow, and especially Friday as we get ready for the big stream on Saturday. So spread the word. Spread the word about what we're doing here. And if you'd like to donate $1, $2, whatever you can afford. It does go to a great charity and a great cause, and so please feel free to do that. And one thing I am proud about, not just with the ACS, but our other charity work that we have done over the years, we've raised it's a lot of money, and it's a good thing to do for these awesome charities. So if you'd like to donate, here, I'll put the Tiltify in the chat. I didn't have time to put it in the actual description, so I apologize. So I'll put it in the chat now. You can go there and donate, and then rock and roll. All right. That being said, anything else? So Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. Sunday, we're going to be playing Magic. We're going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to talk about SWGOH. We're going to have a lot of guests. We're going to be playing a whole bunch of other games. So we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be just like we do every year. So spread the word, share the love, and then make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to interact with us and get our attention, you can super chat. You can play all the funny sound bites. Stream alerts, stream alerts are on. So that should be on. Let me make sure I turn those back on. There we go. I had him have him off last night because we had Nev. We had the developers versus content creators fights last night. It was a lot of fun. As we were the first ones ever to do it. It was an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to do that. Had a blast. Me and Heinze represented well. It was a lot of fun. I think it went really well. You guys seemed to enjoy the hell out of it. We enjoyed doing it. It was nerve-wracking at certain points. It is a whole new experience when you were fighting those battles, let me tell you, folks. So, yeah. So,
yeah, mark the day, Ranger. 50 years from now, when GAC is an esport that's been going for eons, and you're an old man, they'll roll you out for shows.
I remember back in
what was it like
20
doing the first
21. Well, I remember we used to use we didn't have all this dingle stuff. We just went in there and NW. Yeah.
We didn't have super duper, hyperdrive powered Star Wars characters back then. We just had GLs.
We had to actually use keyboards and BlueStacks. You guys connect to your brains directly and just think about it. We didn't have all that fancy technology back then.
We only had R9. We didn't have R50.
We didn't have this flibbity flabbity Relic 27. Get the hell out of here. We were real men and women. We were down in the dirt with Relic 9. Get off my lawn. We're not on your lawn, sir. Damn it. All right. So, Nev. So, let's cover that first before we get into the ginormous road ahead, because we got a lot of that with so much with that to cover as well. But dev versus content creator, your thoughts? You can kind of give the results. You were doing the commentary with Paul.
With Doja and Paul,
you got, and it seemed like that went really well. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So tell us your thoughts watching all the matches and things, and your overall impressions and stuff.
Well, I loved every minute of it. And I've seen this in comments like left, right, and center. It felt like a real esport, because all of these matches were going on simultaneously, and we were just jumping into them and trying to catch as much of the action as possible. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really, really enjoyable. And, we jumped into a couple of really, really clutch matches from time to time that were just really, really matches that just weren't going people's ways. Jumping into matches because we're looking at the stream and it's like, it's about to happen, and then we get to it. And just as we jump in, somebody gets smashed, and you just see the blood drain out of individual people's faces. So, it was a huge amount of fun. Loved every minute of it, and I'm really, really looking forward to the next one and the future of GAC. The future is very, very bright for GAC. I really do. Say what you want about Conquest and challenges and territory wars. The future for GAC is very, very, very bright, I think.
I think so too. So, everybody did well. So, if the final results, Niv went 3-0. Mm-hmm. All the fights were close too, by the way. It could have gone in a lot of them either way. It really could have. It came down to the last second. It was nuts, man. It was absolutely bananas, like how some of those fights could have gone. But he was the only 3-0. I think it was myself,
I've got them
myself
in
and
front of me.
Heinz.
If you, yeah, it was you and Heinzie, Operation Metaverse and Cubs with 2 and 1s.
Yep. Then the 1 and
Gambit,
2s.
Bounty Honeys, and Crazy with the 1 and 2s.
Yep.
And then Crumb and Loki
scums
got the wooden spoon.
Yeah,
They were the
I
0 and
messaged
3.
Crumb though, and all kidding aside, I told him that was a great job. He did a really good job. He really did, and he fought his ass off. And that him and Crazy and Niv, I give mad props. Niv too, but I mean, Crazy and I mean they got out there and put themselves out there to do those fights, so they did quite well. It was a good shot from both of them, and Niv, of course. I kind of had a sneaky suspicion, him being a kit designer. I was like, he had some close matches that could have gone either way, but I was like,
his first match was the closest, and that was against Kate and the Llama.
Yeah,
he
almost
actually
lost that one. He barely won that one. Yeah,
he had the most trouble against Kate and the Llama. If Kate and the Llama had fewer double taps, they would have took it. And that first match, but it ended up going. It really, really did end up going completely the other way. And then, as somebody pointed out in chat, the final against Cubs misplay on if Cubs had won both of his fleets back to back and taken that territory, he would have actually won. So when I was watching, when he actually pulled out of his first fleet battle, I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't realize that he actually needs to one-shot that. So he should have tried to push through before pulling out and moving on to the other fleet. But I'm just a commentator. I'm not there to.
In hindsight, it's 2020, and I could tell you that it is so fast. It is so intense. You just have to it's almost like instinct. You're just going with, like, you pick it and then you just go with what you know, right? I mean, you can't second guess because it's just the way it is, so when you're in it, being that I competed in it, it's just fast. You got to go, you just got to pick and make a decision on it. So yeah, but no, they did a great job. Everyone did a great job. I mean, I couldn't be more prouder. We are going to have, I think, most everybody on Heinz's Stream Friday as well, doing a recap and stuff. So we'll have fun just talking about the fights and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. Good learning process, and I think this is something I look forward to us doing that more often. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I thought it was yeah. All right. All right. Let's get into the road ahead. Now, we have a content update. It went live today, right? So I'm in the game. I need to get my rewards. Hold on. Let me get my rewards real quick. Give me my goodies. Give me my crystals. I need them. Try to finish up Darth Not Maul. Okay, get that done. Okay, good. All right. So the content update that we're about to discuss here, 10/27/2021. These are the stuff that the road ahead kind of discussed already. First thing you can see on the screen here is Dad Bod Boba Fett. We'll get into that here. I'm going to read through it here a little bit, but we'll get into his kit in a little bit. He is the Conquest character. That's already been kind of understand that. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Come on, my mouse is not working. Okay, there we go.
While you're doing that, I got to say I'm loving the new splash screen.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of new stuff. We got the gear, and then if you go to the arena, you can see like they've got where you can just do everything. You can see your Grand Arena keeps track of, like, if someone's attacked, you'll know it because you can just go there and say, well, they've attacked. Okay, let me go in there and look. Or if they have, something, it'll let you know something's going on. But it's got that screen where you can just go there from there. A lot of, little small changes like that. We got the gear finally in the challenges and stuff, and that's in there, up the crates and rewards for the other stuff. We'll talk about all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Dad Bod Boba Fett. There he is. He is the new Conquest character. We'll get into his kit here in a little bit. Hi, Hall Table Heroes. Boba Fett's Scion of Jango, the notorious bounty hunter, is coming to the Hall Tables. Boba Fett's Scion of Jango will be the newest Conquest attainable character and also represents Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes' first character with mode-specific abilities. We'll get to that here in a sec, too. More information on mode-specific abilities and the new material omicrons that unlocked and can be found in the October 2021 Road Ahead post. In addition to Boba Fett, Scion of Jango, and omicrons, this release contains plenty more changes, fixes, and updates. Keep reading for more details. You can find the November event calendar here, so that's been released. And the the calendar I don't even bother looking at anymore. It's kind of the same stuff over and over again. If there are certain things that you're looking for, please check out the calendar. But the November login character is young Lando Calrissian. Everything you've heard about him, Nev, thing, it's true. All right. All right, so let's get to the news. Conquest mode. Conquest 10. There's been some changes to Conquest. There's easy mode, which is an additional path in the event pass. So Conquest 10 is here. The mode has been revamped to place more of a focus on battles and less on feats. In addition to normal and hard, Conquest 10 will introduce easy mode. Hard node will now feature an additional path that offers perks and benefits for those brave enough to travel down a more challenging trek. Lastly, Conquest will now feature 2 event passes that open up options and additional rewards for players. More information on the above can be found on the October 2021 Road Ahead. I want to talk about this now before we get to the arena table and all that stuff, right? So, Conquest. We covered I did a stream yesterday, Nev and Thane, talked about the changes to Conquest. And I can see some of the comments in there. It is very much copyright-free music, FeedSeek. That's what it said. If it's not, then I'm going to be...
Ranger, I'm being told that your game music is coming through the YouTubes.
The gaming music is?
The game music, yeah.
So... Oh! So you fix one thing and then another thing gets broken. All right, well, that sucks. Okay, so I was like, wait, the music I'm playing is not copyright. You mean the actual game music was coming in through the game? Okay, gotcha. Good call. Good catch, everybody. Yeah, I tried to fix it because the intro was supposed to do it, and then I guess it was working, but I mean, now that... Okay, well, that sucks. Well, god damn it. Technology, folks. It's can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. I'm telling you. So, well, that sucks. That's not supposed to be on. Let's just make sure that's off. I didn't even realize.
We're waiting.
We're waiting. I'm sure Meow Meow's going, go on. It looks like I did an update to BlueStacks, and I guess the game turned back my music. I'm just usually have audio off, so I had no idea because I don't usually have the music where I can hear it and stuff. So good catch, everybody. All right, that being said, Conquest. Let's talk about Conquest. So the first thing that we're discussing in here is easy mode. So they've made it so players that lower GP can go do easy mode before they're not just stuck on normal mode. They can go in, get some rewards, compete, feel like they can do something. I like that.
That's a positive.
That's a positive. The passes. So let's talk about so you can still beat Conquest just like you did before. Same energy. It's supposed to... We're going to get talked about this because there was something in the data mine, and I'm going to say something about it because I'm not happy. What I'm seeing is true. I'm not saying it is until it comes out, but if that's the case, I'm going to lose my mind. So it's supposed to be more about doing more combat nodes, and as you defeat a certain amount of... You get rewards. Like there's a new path that you get rewards along the way, and as you get to each crate... So if you want to do it normal, you don't want to spend any money, you can do it just like it was before. You don't have to spend any money. One of the things was if you want to spend a little bit of money and get some help and make it go a little bit faster, you can do $9.99, right? You just get more rewards and some different options for some different things. $9.99, you can do that. If you want to make it really super, get some really cool rewards and get stamina and energy. Now, someone asked me, do you have to spend $29.99 for each conquest? I think that's the case. I don't know if that pass is good for all three. I don't think it probably is. I don't know. I was not told either way on this. But if you spend $29.99, you get the 25% stamina. You get the 25%. You get the bonuses plus the stems and stuff like that, more than you get with just the $9.99 one. So, look at you guys got to make a decision for yourself. I think if you're going to spend, you might as well get the $29.99 one. If you're going to spend $9.99, just skip it. It's got a few things. It's okay. But if you're going to spend, get the $29.99. That's my suggestion, right? I'm probably going to get the, get the more energy, get the stamina, get the consumables, all that kind of good stuff, right? So, and you'll get rewards along the way with consumables and stuff like that, and just normally do it. Now, there are 2 paths. You saw the screen that it goes 2, then to 3, and the 4. If you go to the 1 path, it's super hard. You get some better rewards if you do that path, and you can always get off it. Like, you can start going up, and if you just can't get the fight, you can jump back down and go back to normal and just get the normal stuff from it. But if you decide that you want to go for hard mode, you can get it. I'm going to tell you the hard path is really hard. The normal path is just the normal pathing and stuff, right? So there's that. The reason these are in here, because one of the complaints was, hey, people want to be able to finish it faster. Wells, especially, that was a big thing. I don't want to spend that so much time. Give me something so I can just push through. I'd rather spend and get done with it than have to dick around with it. So I think this is why this is coming in. But if you're just like, some people that don't want to spend, they want to be free to play, but they can beat it, then you can just do the normal battles and stuff. You take your time. I think Arnold in one of his videos today said that that's what he's going to do. And I'm like, yeah, I may do the same thing. I don't know yet. So yeah. But that's up to you. You guys make your consumers. You guys make the choice. You decide on what you want. Now, the thing that's got me a little peed off there, Nev and Thane, is I've been told this, and it's really irking my ass, because everything they're doing I really love so far. I love the changes to Conquest. Then in the video, they said we're going to be doing more stuff with the combat nodes and less with the feats. Now, I got to see this in action. I'm going to say that first, because you should be able to get really good stuff and get just by winning, right? Because of the way the new structure of how you get crates and stuff. That being said, I got sent something to me from the data mine, and this was my big thing, the 14 battles with the same team bullshit. I'm telling you right now, if I see that in there, I'm going to go off. I'm going to Ranger rant, because I pushed. That was one of the 3 things that we really, with all the changes, and they're all great, and I love them, and I think they're fantastic. All right. If I see that 14 stuff in there, that means then I cannot defend CG on them listening, because that was one of the biggest things that the community, everybody from Wells, Crack, and Free to Play said they don't want to see that. If you want to have just a general one, right? Just a general one.
We suggested that as a compromise way back. We said take them out of the sectors and just put them as global. Like feats.
One thing,
so
global, you have to win 20 battles without, just any. You can do any fights.
You
can use Bounty Hunter. She's got to win 20 times. Fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if I see them in those sectors, Nevin Thane, I'm going to go ham, because that was one thing I was adamant about. Don't do that again. If you're saying you're listening to the community and that's in there, that's not listening. And you can make any justification you want. You're going to lose that argument with me, because we don't like it. We don't want it. And as much as you did all this wonderful good stuff, I'm telling you, you can't do that. If I see it, I'm going to go ham. I'm going to be really pissed off about that. There's no
Ranger. They've got to save something for Galactic, for Conquest Battle Pass plus.
No, it's. I'm sorry. There's no reason.
I know.
That.
I mean, they don't even know how to do problem, reaction, solution properly. You create a problem, you wait for the reaction, and then you present the solution to the problem, and they haven't fully presented the solution to the reaction of the problem that they presented in the first place. So, nobody. If that's there.
It is. Yeah. It is. The 14 battles won are ridiculous, especially if you're doing hard node. The stamina is an issue. Even if you have the pass, it's not so much about, even if I get the $29.99 pass with all the goodies, it's so repetitive, boring nonsense. And it's a damn shame, because you can do better. There are other options. I don't care what they are. Get that shit out of there. Nobody enjoys that. No one likes sitting there doing the same thing over and over again.
I've got the feats in front of me at the moment. Nightmare was kind enough to just quickly DM them to me, so I'm looking at the feats and they're exactly the same. But
Yeah,
with some pain in the ass differences.
I'm sorry. I don't care about the other ones. Are fine. They don't bother me at all. Like those other feats, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It doesn't. Those had none of that bothered me. I'm just like, okay, you can knock those out along the way. It didn't register right. But those 14, man, I saw that in there. I was like, no, that can't be.
Gosh,
No, come on.
I'm looking at Sector 1. Defeat 50 enemies with clone troopers.
I mean, and that's I mean, if you're a hard node, you probably have either 501st clones or you've got Bad Batch. I mean, that's
Frenzy 20 times.
That's not. I mean, you can get the stim for that, right? I mean, again, those are feats that I've done enough of that I know that you can get them done. Those are not hard. The 14 one, I'm gonna go crazy, man. I do not want to have to sit there and do the same stupid battle 14 times.
Yeah, that doesn't happen until Sector 2. You've got to win 14 battles with Night Sisters.
It's the same as before. God damn it, man.
Sector 3, defeat 50. Yeah, the Rebel Fighter units won 14 battle with. So they've moved the Bad Batch. They've moved the 14 battles with Bad Batch from Sector 5 to Sector 3. Sector 4. Oh, see, Sector 4 is generic. Win 14 battles with a full squad of light side units. See, that's fine. But it's also got defeat 50 enemies with Empire units. See, I don't. That's not. You must use the. I mean, there's a lot of Empire, so but
it's
that's
still
for Sector 4. Yeah,
it's the same stupid garbage, man.
Yeah, and the 50 enemies with the Mandos. That's still Sector 5 as well, along with win 14 battles with.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if
remnant units.
I don't know if this is legit, folks. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Nev.
No. I mean, it's from Swagger events. They're usually quite reliable. It's from Swagger events.
Just, it better not be, man. I'm going to go crazy, man. I'm really going to go crazy, and I'm not. And I'm going to tell people, don't spend money. If that's your response, you can do all this other good stuff, but some of the simple things that we asked you to change like that, if you will not listen to the community, I'm going to say, guys, just go in there free to play. Don't spend money. Just do what you can with Conquest. The only reason I'm saying you have to do Conquest if you're trying to be competitive and get the best rewards you can out of there. Okay.
Yeah. See,
I can't defend that. I can't.
Yeah, I look at the it's 50 clone troopers in Sector 1. The 14 battles are simply with no support to your squad. Sector 2 still has the 14 battles with a full squad of Night Sister units.
Guys, quit sending me. I love you guys, everybody. I've already got the thing that you guys are sending me. I've seen it a million times already. That's where I'm pulling this information from. So I love you. Quit sending it to me. Everybody, their mom's sending me the same thing. I get on this suspension like, oh, here it is. I'm like, oh, thank you. Okay, stop sending it to me. Oh, God, I got it.
Yeah, the whole the bounty hunter stuff. It seems interesting.
I'm cool with that. I don't mind.
Because you've got to win with a certain bounty hunter surviving. In Sector in Sector 1, you've got to win with Zam surviving. In Sector 2, you've got to win with Orising, Dengar, and Bosk surviving. 3, it's Cad Bane and Fennec Shan. 4, it's Boba and Dengar. So they just there's a lot of stuff in there. And then obviously the global feats. Wow. Okay. Why the global feats are so much? My God. The global feats are so much easier. Defeat at least 500 enemies. Win 40 battles with a full squad of bounty hunters. Win 40 battles with a full squad of smugglers. Oof, God, yeah, that's a pain in the ass one. Win 20 battles with Boba Fett and Fennec Shan in your squad. Win 20 battles with Boba Fett and Han Solo. And defeat 100 enemies with Boba Fett and Jango Fett. So.
Yeah. And then some people are a little disappointed with the rewards. I mean, there's stuff for me, it's just about the characters. The rewards are just what they are. You get stuff out of it. I've never really cared whether it's raids and stuff. Like I get what I get, right? And I care about, just the character shards out of Conquest. But I don't want this to be a thing where, You want people to spend money, but you're not listening to them. I can't justify telling people, yeah, get the $29.99 pack. Well, you just kept the same 14 stupid feats in there.
Yeah,
you know,
well, it's not exactly
it's a turn
the same.
off.
It's half the same. You know, instead of compromising like we thought, you know, moving all of the 14s to a global feat, what they've done is they've changed two to generic, and that would be Sector 1 and Sector 4. But they've kept
It's
the
still,
Sector 2,
I
Sector 3,
understand,
and Sector
but
5.
it's still generic.
Yeah,
14.
it's still 14.
It doesn't matter
14,
whether
but
it's, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Just damn.
Yeah, because the Sector 4 one has got defeat 50 enemies with Empire, and then the complete flip side, win 14 battles with a full squad of light side. So that's beating 50. So you have to use dark side to defeat the 50 enemies with Empire units, and then you have to do 14 battles in order to get the light side units, because it's score. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're using light or dark to score your 200 critical hits.
Yeah, I said, I'll get through
Yeah.
that. I got to see what finally comes in. You know, this is just speculation. I'm not going ham yet because I need to actually see Conquest come live, and then I can go bananas, because I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind, and I'm going to lose my mind with them. That was my one big thing. I had two things. Find some way to do something with energy. Plus, you did it. All right? You don't have to use it, but you can get it. Hey, help the Whales and Krakens get through this shit faster. Great. Good job. You listened to us, and you added the easy mode. Great. Awesome stuff. But if you're going to leave this stuff in, and, you know, with all the changes you made, and you're going to leave that other garbage in there, this is gonna be ugly, man. I'm just warning you, CG. I love you guys. I think the world of you. But when I need to go off, I need to go off. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Is it an easement? Because each sector would normally have, you'd have the generic, you'd have the sector ones, you'd open it up, and there would be 6, right? But I mean, the way I'm looking at it, just there's 4.
I gotta go look. I gotta do some more research, because things are different than what I know. But again, well, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna go bananas. I'm just gonna wait. I'm Nev, Thane, I'm gonna wait. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm gonna be so disappointed. That's the thing. I'm gonna be really disappointed, because it's like, damn. You know. Yeah.
I'm glad, you know, seeing this and knowing what it's going to be moving forward.
Because there's other good stuff that's coming in here.
Guilds.
Yeah, it's
I'm glad I moved guilds to a Crankle, because now I can continue to not care about getting Relic 8 materials from Conquest. You know, so whether I get box 2 or 3 doesn't matter, because I'm getting my Relic 8 materials from the Crankle. I don't have to worry about busting my gut on Conquest for those.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'll look at it. Again, the rewards, if you guys think they suck, then that's fine. I don't really care about rewards. I mean, I do Conquest mainly for the character shards, because that's just the next character and stuff. The rewards they're cool and stuff. I mean, it's cool to get extra gear and things, but again, if that's something that you're upset about, then that's totally understandable, but it's not really on my radar. That's not, you know, if you want us to do Conquest, we told you specifically, you even said you want to make it more of the nodes and not less grindy. If you have the 14 in there, that means you completely are full of it, because that is a specific grind thing that we told you as an entire community we do not want to see anymore. And if you're going to ignore that, then what you said is not backing up what's actually coming into the game, and it's really disappointing to me, guys. So I'm going to wait. It comes out the 1st, which is Monday, right? So we'll see. And once I get my chops on it, then I'm going to go bananas. If I see that in there, I'm just warning you guys, get ready for a Ranger rant, because I'm going to lose my mind on that. Oh my God. And I didn't want to focus so much on that, but I got sent that to me. I'm like, damn, it really takes away some of this other stuff, because it's really, really good stuff that they did. Let's talk about the other positive stuff here, because there's some really, really good stuff in here. So You can see that the arena table, they talk about, the arena table has been rebranded to the arena table. It can now be used across squad, fleet, and grain arena, which is really nice. I really like this. The fleet and grain arena championship tables are still located in the cantina at their original locations. Yeah, so you can still go to them by your normal way, but if you go in the game now, you hit squad arena, you'll see it's a squad, fleet, GAC. I like it. I think it's a really nice little change that they did.
It does look nice as a user. You know, the UI for that arena table does look nice. Yeah.
There was a change to Fennec Shan to increase her synergy with Boba Fett, Scion of Jango. Her unique ability will now state the following: if Boba Fett, Scion of Jango, is in the leader slot, the value is doubled and she begins the battle with the Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Well, that's nice. She gets Bounty Hunter's Resolve.
She gets Bounty Hunter's Resolve? Oh my god, that is an awesome one, that. Wow. Oof. Yeah, I still think people are going to use her with Aura Singh, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the contract just goes off so...
It's pretty nice.
So fast.
It's creamy. Yeah, it's creamy. Okay, omicrons. Availability. Omicrons, the new material needed to unlock mode-specific abilities, will be primarily available via Galactic Challenges. However, there will be opportunities to attain them in other areas of the game, albeit not as ready as Galactic Challenges, such as Cantina modes. You can see that the following Cantina nodes will drop Omicrons as well, 8C, 8F, and 8G. If I'm not mistaken, those are the same ones that have the salvage material on there. So when you're farming salvage material...
You're going to get Omicrons.
Yeah, I bet you it's a super low drop rate, though. So, for more info on Omicron, I mean, they did things with Omegas and stuff before, so I'm just, past history says differently. But you can still get some, so yeah. Again, if you want to see more about the Omicrons, go check the 2020 Road Ahead post. Now, I'll tell you what the Omicrons are. What they're doing is, it allows these characters to get certain abilities and functions in GAC or TW. We saw this with the Dad Bod Boba Fett. He's got Omicrons that help him in TW, make him better. You see that. What were the other two characters? Rose was one, right?
Yeah, basically, I understand. It was good logic that they're trying to. They're making these Omicron bonuses on characters that are either underused to make them more useful, or just older characters. Because I think they had Jar was in there as well. So I can understand that because, there were a lot of characters that people had to relic in order to get GLs that they just don't use. So giving them a boost with these Omicrons actually, makes them useful, and it doesn't make you cry when you have to, relic Rose Tico when you go for Ray, because you can shove these Omicrons on it and it makes it useful again,
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a way to, a lot of these characters, you have to relic them anyway for like a lot of the GLs and things of that nature, but you never use them, right? I mean, once in a while we do, but they're not a primary function. So I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I really think it's a cool way to get some of these characters that are, that we have to relic for certain GLs and things of that nature to have uses in certain areas that makes them a little bit better.
Exactly. And you're going to get the Omicrons farming for... You're going to get the Omicrons when you're farming for relics anyway. So it's not that they're putting them on separate nodes and you have to go there to farm for it. You're just naturally going to accrue Omicrons through relic farming.
Yeah.
So once you've got enough, you can dump a boatload of them onto Rose, and then the next time you use Rose, oh, brilliant, she's actually going to have some use.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing there. I think the Omicrons are really cool deal. See, this is why I'm so even more upset. Like, there's all this good stuff, and then they do this crap with me, man. It's like that one thing that it's like, oh, damn it, CG. Oh, man. Territory War Reward Swap. This update will add the MK Bio Implant component to Territory War rewards. Will replace the more commonly available MK Biotech Implant Salvage. Okay, cool. Journey Guide lore. Lore has been added to the Journey Guide entries. Tap the I button to learn more about your favorite characters. Oh, that's a nice little change. That's cool. Little subtle thing to learn a little bit about the lore about the characters. That's all right. Now we know about phase 1 of the gears coming in. This talks about it here. Daily activity bonus gear boxes. We will be adding an additional daily prize drop to the prize for level 85 players, blah, 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 blah. You can get either stun guns, carbantes, stun cuffs, droid collars, or the biotech. I got the biotech today, so on top of, like, you get chirotechs and other things, but they've added additional from this, like, 5 to 7 or something, 4 to 7, whatever it is. So that's just the daily. If you complete your dailies, you get that additional piece of gear, which I like, right? It's just another way to add gear. And then they give you the probabilities of, like, you get like 40% for 4, 30 for 5, 20 for 6, and then 10 for 7. And on top of that, the events, it was talked about in the road ahead. We've got the daily challenges, right? They've all been updated with new gear, right? We're starting to get the stun guns, and we're getting the other stuff that's going to be added now to the new daily challenges, which is really nice. I think it's overdue. It's cool, right? Ranger, they screwed up mods. Please go check mod depression. You will see. I really don't want to do mod depression right now. I am not in the mood for mod depression.
Oh, that's all right. You keep talking. I'll open it up on my phone.
Yeah, you go do some mod depression. I've had enough mod depression this last week with working on stuff. Oh my God, it's been horrible. Now, in addition to the daily login calendar, reward calendars are now available. Check out the October Road Ahead post and in-game store for more details. So calendars, this is really cool. So you get calendar, you have your normal calendar just like you did before. There's a new calendar in the game. You can log in and you get your rewards. But on top of that, you can add additional calendars to that, whether it be crystals or characters or whatever. Some will be free. You get them free just for doing certain events and stuff. Some will be you can purchase, like crystals, for example, and you can add that to your daily login. So when you log in, you have your calendar, then you have your other calendars that you go to and you collect your rewards. Now, they do have a time limit on them. Some are more stringent than others, so be aware of that when you get them. But let's say I log in today, but I don't log in until Thursday. Well, I would get the next stage in the whatever calendar it is and get the next reward. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes to the next one in that order. So yeah. All right. Characters and ships. They talk about Dead Bod Boba Fett. We'll get into here in a second. Bunch of fixes that came in with this. Known issues. So general, this gets us Conquest 10. The amount of key cards required to reach each prize box are not displayed in the Conquest 10 in game. The information will be added back in prior to Conquest 11. For Conquest test, please see the following for key card information. For this Conquest, the key cards required for each end of event reward created in easy and normal difficulties are 80, 130, 180, 235, 300, 390, 495. Okay? In hard difficulty, the key cards are like it was for 100, 165, 230, 365, 450, 530, and 630. Okay. So it's still 630, but I know there's more battles and they give more. I got to get my hands on this and see what they did at the end. But if it's still 630, but we're doing more battle nodes and you can get to, so I'll do the math for you guys once I get my hands on it. We'll wait till Monday on Conquest. I'm going to leave Conquest where it is, and stuff. So the road ahead was there. It talked about all this stuff. I've been kind of bringing the road ahead in. I covered it yesterday when I was on Twitch. You want to go watch on Twitch. I got in depth with the entire road ahead. I don't want to rehash it again here, but I've been tying in what's in the road ahead to this stuff here that's in the actual game right now. So, and I'm sure you guys have questions about it. I'll be more than glad to answer your questions about that stuff when you get in there. To your questions. All right. Let me see here. Okay, we do want to get to the kit because where is it? Where's this kit? I know it's posted in here. Where is it? There it is. There's Dad Bod Boba Fett. He's pretty dope. Let's talk about Dad Bod Boba Fett. He is the new Conquest character. You just do 3 conquests just like you did before, and you get Dad Bod Boba Fett, Scion of Jango. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom. All right. Keep your questions coming in. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We'll get your questions here as soon as I get through the Dad Bod Boba Fett kit. I don't know, Nev, Dane, before we get into it, your initial thoughts on Dad Bod Boba Fett? He looks cool, seems cool.
I like
nice.
I like Boba. I like Dad Bob. I think he's going to be interesting. I like the graphics look great. The visuals look pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I mean, it'd be nice to see what it looks like.
Oh,
I'm not going to see what it looks like for 3 conquests. So
they did screw up mods, Nev.
What did they do? Because I was
I'm
looking.
I'm gonna switch over right now, man. Ah, damn it. All right. All right. You guys should be able to see this on the screen here. So if you notice, you can't see the first secondary under secondary stats. The first one is been moved. It's under. You can't see. You can't really make out what it is. Oh no. Well, that's going to make my depression a little worse. You can't tell what the number is. It's cut off. Oh, no. Some you can make out. Oh, no. Well, that's a boo-boo.
Well, I mean, doesn't that just add to more depression? So
I know, right? If I
thinking about
could
you
probably
when they
get a
did that.
20-speed mod and not even know it. I'd be like, oh, no, I don't know what I did hit. That's really strange. Yeah, you can't see it. That's crazy. What about the regular, the 60? Nope, they're all the same. You can't see the secondary stat that well. It's overlined the secondary stats. Oh, God, what did we do? Oh, jeez. All right. Well, it's a bug. I'm sure they'll get it fixed. Damn. That's kind of annoying. But yes, it's fine. Well, it's the law of the land. All right, let's get into this kit. And then we'll get your guys' questions. Keep your questions coming in. We'll get to that. There we go. Is the Tiltify working? I mean, I can't see stuff. Oh, my God. No donations yet? Damn. All right. Okay, so unit name Boba Fett, Scion of Jango. Alignment dark side. Categories dark side, attacker, leader, bounty hunter, and scoundrel. It says infamous bounty hunter attacker with a variety of debuffs and synergy with bounty hunters and scoundrels. All right, abilities double action. This is his basic. Final text deal physical damage to target enemy twice. If they don't have any protection, this ability deals damage 2 more times. So he does a little bit more slap and shoot. I mean, I love it. Backhand shoot to the face. Amazing. And when you do that, you get 1 stack of momentum for 3 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, to prevent it. Momentum is a new thing that he gets along. He starts his abilities start gaining additional effects based on the number of stacks, and they talk about those stacks as we get further on here. First one, this is the one everybody want to see, the dual barrage. It's the knee rockets. Looks good. Final text, this is an omicron. So you deal physical damage to target enemy and the weakest enemy. The ability has additional effects based on the number of stacks and momentum Boba Fett's Scion of Jango has. So this is where the momentum starts kicking in. For this, if you have 5 stacks, all bounty hunters get tenacity up for 2 turns. If he has 9, they get it for 9 turns. You gain 1 stack of momentum for 3 turns, and if the target enemy is afflicted with armor shred, gain an additional stack of momentum. And they can't be copied, dispelled, prevented. Okay. Now, while you're in territory wars, because this is an Omicron ability, the ability gains a new benefit based on the number of stacks of momentum Boba Fett has. If you get to 16 stacks on top with this one, all bounty hunters and scoundrel allies gain tenacity after 3 turns, inflict protection disruption for 2 turns, which cannot be copied, dispelled, or anything. Noise. It gets really ugly, boy, I tell you. And then if you use it 3 turns in a row, then it gets blocked. So you can't use these like over and over again. So, and what's the cooldown on that one? I don't think it's, yeah, these are all cooldown at 0. That's why it's got this. You have the Bounty Hunter Breaker, deals physical damage to all enemies, inflict 2 damage over time for 2 turns. This ability has an additional effect based on number of momentum. You have 3 stack, you get 25% more damage. 6, you get 25% damage and tenacity up for 2 turns. 12 stacks, you get 30% damage, and then tenacity down and potency down for 2 turns. And if you're at the 16 stacks and use it, they deal 30% more damage, and you do all the rest. Plus, they get breach for 2 turns, and you gain 1 stack of momentum for each time you use it. It gets blocked after 3 turns. Now let's get into his leader. It's kind of okay. It's final text. This is another Omicron. Bounty hunter or scoundrel allies have plus 50% critical avoidance while they have tenacity up. While debuffed, bounty hunter or scoundrel allies gain 40% critical chance or critical damage. When he's in the leadership slot and not the ally slot, the following contract is activated. Contract, while above damage, a debuffed enemy 20 times, blah, blah, blah. The reward for doing it is you get 20% 25% offense, health steal, and you ignore taunt. While you're in territory war, though, when you hit this, bounty hunter and scoundrel allies have plus 30 speed, plus 50% mastery, plus 30% potency, max health, and max protection, and take 18% less damage. In addition, he gains 60 speed and has 100% health and max health and protection. And then while his contract is going, while buffed, damage a debuffed enemy 10 times. Enemy must be debuffed for start of the attack, blah, blah, blah. Reward all bounty hunters have their payouts activated. All bounty hunters have 25% offense health still. So there you go. Unique is his Fett Legacy. Final Texas is Zeta Omicron. Boba Fett, son of Jango, has plus 50% offense. At the start of the encounter, Boba Fett gains bounty hunter resolve, just like everybody else, until he's defeated. We know that Fennec has it now too. So, oh boy. When he starts getting momentum, he also gains 5% turn meter. If he uses the same ability 3 times in a row, it gets blocked for 1 turn. Now, while he's in TW with this, while he's in TW, he is immune to ability block and stun, and whenever he defeats an enemy, he recovers 100% protection and gains bounty hunter resolve again until he's defeated. Double action, double rage, bounty hunter breaker, generate an additional stack of momentum when they used as well. Bounty hunter breaker debuffs can't be resisted or dispelled. And then the payout is Boba Fett's Scion of Jango gains 30% critical bonus defense penetration, and all momentum gains are double for the rest of the battle. All right. A lot there, but it's pretty simple. There's his normal stuff, and then if he's in TW, it just gets an additional stuff. You want to build him up with momentum. Once he gets his momentum going, he gets pretty ugly with the bounty hunters. Pretty nice. So, Nev, you see this kit? Thane, I don't know if he's still here. Thane, you still there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, Thane, we'll go with you. What's your thoughts on DB Fett?
I think that I can go on vacation on Conquest and not care. I don't know. I'm not really. I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, he's fine. Bounty hunters aren't necessarily my favorite faction out there. Feels like the faction now is getting really saturated, and there's really only one like bounty hunter team being used. So hopefully this will give us a secondary one.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know how I feel. I guess I like to see what he does before and then make an opinion. But as of right now, it's another two.
Yeah. Nev, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it looks good. You know, I'm being told about a great character that I'm not going to have for donkey's years, basically. Because I'm not going to have it. It's never going to happen.
Well, I understand that, but the kit, I mean, how do you think of his kit? Things of that nature.
Oh yeah.
I know you're not getting it, but I mean,
nice one.
I guess Nev's talking to somebody else.
Sorry, that was my brother-in-law got some went shooting earlier on. So what he shot, we're eating for dinner.
Hey, nice.
Tomorrow. Oh no, he's a difficult hunter. You know, we eat what he hunts.
Hey,
so
yeah, my brother the same way.
The gear is good. I don't see anything wrong with the gear. I'm kind of like half there with Thane in that the faction is kind of flooded with leaders at the moment. But I mean, Thane, dude, December, Book of Boba, we're going to get flooded with even more bounty hunters, and scoundrels, and pirates between now and the
Book he's not wrong.
We're just gonna get them, you know. And you can't have him as not the leader of that faction, because we've got the Fennec Shan that we got wasn't the one from the Clone Wars era. It's from the New Republic era. So we will more than likely, I mean, obviously they're showing us what goes with him now. We'll more than likely get more synergistic characters to go with that. Boba, and we know that he's going to be good because all of the characters and the ship that so far have come from Conquest rewards have been exceptionally good. So he's going to be good. he's going to be somewhere between legendary and epic confrontation, because that's where I've been kind of putting them. That's where I've been kind of putting them at that specific level. So I think it's good. And as much as you don't like the faction being added to an already flooded faction, it's just the way things are going to go for the next 3 to 6 months. We're going to get a lot of bounty hunters, pirates, and scoundrels because of the Book of Boba.
I hope so. The problem is that, like, even if we get like pirates or scoundrels, like, it doesn't complete contract, right? Which is kind of the problem why bounty hunters are kind of lumped together. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope, like, they come out with other stuff, and I mean, I'm sure that Dad About Boba Fett will give us a secondary bounty hunter squad, because I know people have tried to make secondary bounty hunter squads, but unless you ran Seal, you're not really pulling any of those off. But we'll see. I know that
we will see.
Based on his omicron ability and stuff, it looks like he has potential to be a GL killer. But
That's nice.
Again, like, well, that's to be tested, to be determined, and we'll see how it.
I think it looks cool. I love that they did all his abilities and stuff. I wish we had the gaffy stick one. That was the one I was waiting for. I wanted to see him beat the crap out of someone with the gaffy stick, but they didn't do it. I'm like, okay.
I was talking to somean after they came out. They're like, "Where's the stick?" And I was like, "Oh no!" Like,
I kind of like it. But I'll take the other two because they were really cool. I mean, the knee rockets are badass. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it looks great. I think he looks great. I'm thumbs up from me. So, all right, let's get to the questions. I mean, that's kind of the big news. I'm sure you guys have a buttload of questions, and we're going to get into it. So, I mean, there's a road ahead. You can go watch that, huh?
We're not going over the road ahead.
No, I did. Damn thing, you don't listen, do you? I can see here, folks. He is not paying attention to the stream. We just did go through that crap, and Thane is obviously not paying attention. I swear. No, we've already covered the stuff for the road ahead. Where were you?
I don't know.
Someone give Thane some coffee. Damn it. He needs some coffee ASAP.
I don't drink coffee.
Get him a soda. Get him some soda. He needs some soda. Okay. So yeah, I brought the road ahead stuff in. We already covered, and we're gonna get questions on it. So yes, we're on top of it, Thane. All right, I got an update from someone. Oh, Houston's up 5-1. Let's go, Stros. All right, let's see here. Dragon of Destruction says, question, I've just unlocked mods yesterday. Congratulations. And I was wondering how I mod my Phoenix squad. They're pretty straightforward. I mean, you're 2 tanks, you go tanky. You can go health or defense sets, tenacity if you want. Ezra and I don't know. I mean, Ezra, we always like in Sabine, we kind of like, trying to make them offensive, whatever you got available. Your level, if it looked like you're a newer player, then offense or crit damage, crit chance, whatever you got on your hands, right? Sabine, you can try to make fast. Just, I don't know. I mean, there's a few ways to do it. I mean, any suggestions there on Phoenix? I mean, we did, we went really tanky with the tanks, and they will be. Yeah, tanky.
So you want tanky Kanan, you want a potency Zeb.
Yes.
You want a fast and tanky Chopper. You want speed Zeb with damage, Sabine, and a fast, healthy. What's her face?
Hera, yeah, and then Ezra, just go offense. You just want him to hit hard because those double taps he does you want them to do as much damage as possible. So. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. Psycho Drum says, question, something you'll never expect. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Somebody
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I didn't. Somebody other than Ranger speculated about the Inquisitors. What do you guys think? That was part of the road ahead yesterday. Says something you'll never expect. What do you guys think that means? That was the last thing they put on the post on the road ahead.
Well, so it wouldn't be the Inquisitors because we have young Lando as the login character for next month, right?
Yeah, but sometimes that means something and sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's
No, but
linked. And...
at least it goes along with the theme, right? Like, it could be a
Hey,
pilot or
I can't say anything. You guys speculate to your heart's content
yeah.
here, man.
No, I mean, I don't think it would be the Inquisitors. But it's. I would say it's going on to Nev, right? Like, I mean, he was talking about we'll get more scoundrels, we'll get more like pirates and stuff. So maybe we do get the introduction of pirates. Lando did have that old that famous line, "You old pirates," calling on a pirate. So who knows?
I mean, the most unexpected thing that they could do, as far as I'm concerned, would be something I speculated with U Ranger. I think it was either last month or the month before last. It was after Visions came out. I said, wouldn't it be nice if they threw some light side and some light side and some dark side Jedi from the Visions episodes?
Could.
Because
I don't think
Disney,
so, but
Disney and Lucasfilm, they kind of like the stuff from the TV shows. Clearly they like the stuff from the movies. And so, I mean, that could be that's left field, I guess. But I mean, far left field would be some extended universe stuff that's connected to pirates and scoundrels and bounty hunters that might be, showing up in the. I mean, it's all speculation, but something we don't. We expect bounty hunter ships. We expect more bounty hunters. So that is what we expect. They know that we expect that. So it's something other than bounty hunters. It's stuff other than characters that might be in the Book of Boba. That's what we expect. So it's kind of like anything outside bounty hunters and bounty hunter ships, because that we fully expect that stuff. We keep on thinking we're going to get the punishing one. My guess is when Crumb does the next puzzle and we solve it, that'll be that'll be the jaw-dropping moment, because people will solve the puzzle and they'll be like, it can't be that. Really? That's what we're getting? I wasn't expecting that. That's the kind of thing that I'm expecting.
So let me ask you this, Nev. Considering that Crumb has said he's working on a puzzle, and normally he works on a puzzle when it's
oh god, I forgot about that.
Like some kind of major event, right? Like either, the last time he did a puzzle, I think was for the Executor, right?
Was it for the Executor? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't for the Executor.
Who is it for character? And I can't remember which one it was. Was it for
Maul?
No.
It wasn't for It wasn't for Lord Vader.
Was it for Kenobi? Someone will let us know in chat.
It was just. I'm sure it was.
It was before.
It was just before. It was just before Kenobi went out.
Because I want to say it was Maul, but anyways, he makes puzzles when someone big is coming in, right? Like.
Well, he just likes making puzzles. So let's not look too much into that. But yeah, you have a good point. Dude's about puzzles, man. Go watch all the streams I did with him. He loves those puzzle damn games. Oh my god, Crumb is a madman when it comes to that stuff.
He's just trying to come up with a puzzle that cannot be easily solved within a matter of hours. And the problem he has with that is he comes up with a problem, and then you get the puzzle masters on SWGOH.
I think it was the Bad Batch.
Events.
Yep, they said it was the Bad Batch kits. That's absolutely right. Yep, I forgot. That's what the last one was. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you'll get Swagger events, and you'll get Sig will go live. He'll have his Discord channel.
Good luck, I mean, I got.
Doesn't matter what puzzle he comes out to.
No.
Combined brain power. It's
No. I'm not doing that stuff. Yeah. Better minds are less busier minds than mine can do that. Darsign says, have you seen the feat leak for Conquest? Yes. And so why hasn't CG learned it's not good to take things away from players? When without GL on the bosses is disgusting. Shame on you, CG, is for real. Well, we got to see what the bosses are. If they're GL bosses, then I'm going to be like, yeah, that's kind of crap. If it's a different type of boss, then that's the kind of garbage, because your best characters are we'll see. I gotta wait to see everything on there, and then, as I said, let's see. I mean, it's a leaked thing. I don't until I actually see it. They're really good about with events and data mine leaks, but I need to see it before I do anything and make it a call on it, right? So, so yeah. All right. But if that's the case, then I'll address the Dark Sign. But yeah. And he says, follow up to the feet question. Why punish us for having GLs in Conquest? I mean, if that's real, I'm absolutely living in disgust with CG. Don't know if that's the case yet, Dark Sign. Let's wait till Monday before we see, because I'll be upset if that's one of the things. Because that is kind of crap. I mean, yeah, if that's a thing, then yeah, I'm going to have some stuff to go on ham about. I'm sorry, man, that's garbage. If that is what's in there, I'll put it this way. If it's a non-GL, cool, right? Because if you have certain teams you can beat it, then I'm not as okay with it, but I'm okay with it. But if it's a GL, if I'm looking at Kenobi in there and I can't get points because I can't use a GL against it, I'm going to go ham on them. Like, y'all have lost your minds. What are y'all doing, man?
Everybody needs to be where I am. Don't care.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to.
Kill Winston.
Well, yeah, you can be like that. I mean, I just care because it's like, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna look at it. I'll see. Stonewall question. I love the Dev GAC fights. I'm RSG person, but after it was all over, found out about the controversy. If you can talk about it, please do, because I'm just a player. I assume you mean...
What's the question?
It's about the controversy. I'm assuming he's talking about the Arnold stuff. I didn't really have much of a hand in it, so I found out about it afterwards. Okay, so what was going to happen? Arnold was going to stream at the same time as all the other content creators. It was the middle of the night. I had been doing a bunch of stuff, and I think I got tagged with it, and then I woke up in the morning, and I guess a lot of it had been resolved. But, I mean...
It turned in. I mean,
it turned into a thing.
It just turned into a spat between the Cubs fam and the Kyber Club, basically. That's basically what it turned. After the communication, the Twitter communication between Cubs and Arnold stopped. The spat just continued between the viewing fans of Cubs and the viewing fans of Arnold. They just went into each other's discords and expressed their opinions, which they're entitled to.
Absolutely.
Everybody's entitled to their, and that's it. Was just 50-50, constantly expressing each other that he should have quit, he shouldn't have quit. He shouldn't have planned the stream, he should have planned the stream. I mean, at the end, my opinion on it is no one content creator should dictate to another content creator what content they should make and when they make it. I mean, I wouldn't like somebody telling me what content I should and should not make. I'm sure you wouldn't like it, Ranger. And
oh yeah.
The only thing that I'll say is never say in public what you can say in private.
Yeah, I think that's I think it got a little bit crazy, and I mean, and fan bases are, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you like watching me, you like watching me. If you don't, I don't care. So the only opinions I really respect are those people that I know well, that I've got a relationship with. If random Joe tells me, hey, you suck, Ranger, die, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm just going to move on. I don't care. But now if Nev says something like, hey, Ranger, you're kind of screwing up, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I wonder why Nev's saying that. I may take that a little bit more seriously, as he's my friend, than I would random potato head off the street. So I don't know. I just think, Yeah,
you're going to value the opinions of those over the values of people you don't. If it's some random guy on Twitter or on Discord that isn't going by their name and it's not even the picture of them, it's like, look, hey, I respect your opinion. Do I value it? No, because I don't know who you are. I respect you having an opinion, but I don't necessarily value it more than someone who is a friend or is an ally or someone who is close to me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say this.
Listen,
Arnold and CG have their relationship or non-relationship right now. As I said before, Arnold's doing just fine. Boy, is he doing good. He puts out great content, obviously, because he has a lot of people that like his content and they follow him. CG is doing just fine. Their relationship is their relationship. You know, I agree with you, Nev, that if you're going to talk about stuff, probably do it off in the back end because you don't want a whole bunch of people jumping in, you know, giving their opinion on it, you know, because do you really care? It just leads to a bunch of nonsense. And it's a shame. I mean, we'll see how everything plays out. I mean,
It'll all die down in a week.
It'll die down. We won't think about this in the next day or
week.
two. It'll be fine, you know, so it'll be cool. I mean, I respect that Arnold did, you know, change his mind about it and stuff. I mean, kudos to him. And, you know, it could have been handled differently, but, you know, we all learn from things that we do and we move on, you know. I love everybody in the community, you know, so, but it doesn't mean they don't. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. We all do things that we wish were said, things that we wish you hadn't said and things of that nature. But, you know, you live and learn and you just do the best you can. So yeah. Scion, okay, we already did that one. Psychodrom's question: Datamine may have found character skins. Do you think that counts as something you'll never expect, or is he referring to actual content? I have no idea what that mad scientist is talking about, man. Like
it could be a red herring, like the shitload of content. When we got the shitload of content months and months ago, it could be a red herring. Or it Grant. Yes.
Or it could be happy birthday, Christmas to us. You know, it could be something along those lines.
2 months. We've got 2 months left for this shitload.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking.
If we don't get it, then I will take with a big pinch of salt the here's something you didn't expect. It's like, well, you know, something you don't expect. Nobody suspects the Star Wars Inquisitors.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what they do. Again, as I said, I do test stuff, guys, but I mean, what comes in or when they put it in, I have no idea. I'm in the lurch about that as much as you guys are, so I have no clue.
I should off guard.
What's that?
Yeah.
I said the feeds caught you off guard.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I mean, it's just, that was not what, I mean, again, it gives you, for example, I didn't know, you know, so, I mean, I'm like, damn, okay.
Put that blue vixen up behind me.
There you go. She's looking good.
She was so problematic earlier, but she looks good in that.
Nathan H. question: are the new calendars any good? That's such a subjective thing. I mean, I think they are, but you have to make up your own mind on those. I think they're good, but people are going to have different opinions on them. Hey, let's look at them. The value that you find in something is going to be totally different than what I think or what Ned thinks or what thing. I think overall they're really good. I think it's something that people have been wanting. I think overall it's a positive thing. You may have a different idea about it, so make up your own mind. Red Ribbon Army question: what if they left those grindy feats in but lowered the box requirements so you don't need to do them if you don't want to? Well, that's a great suggestion, but that's already been suggested a while ago. Let's not get into this again. All right, Kim Potch's question: the $10 Conquest upgrade looks like it's got shards of Boba and Maul. Plus, you get nice gear. Do you think the value is there? I do. Again, value is something that you guys, it's subjective. You guys will find value. Yeah. There's people in the chat that are saying it's garbage. Some are saying it's good. It's what you think it is. I mean, I think that the $29.99 one, I mean, it's kind of nice. You get done with it faster, but... But we'll see. I mean, you guys have to make up your own call on that.
Yeah, third party to do it for you.
Yeah. Question: which other Mando characters will we see in the game? This question is not for Ranger. Well, Nev, Thane Doodle, speculate to your heart's content.
Well, it depends what they bring into the book of Boba. I think that we could potentially see Forlom back. It'd be great to see Forlom back. I personally think that in the Book of Boba we're going to see Talon Card, his crew, which also includes Mara Jade, but they were technically classed. They would be probably classed as smugglers or scoundrels rather than pirates or bounty hunters. But yeah, I see Talon Card and his ship coming in, because then that would provide the game with a bounty hunter / scoundrel / smuggler capital ship. It's an easy one. The Talon Card is a big old ship, so yeah, definitely Forlom and Zuckuss, Talon Card, Mara Jade, and a smattering of pirates, maybe Hando. Or I don't think they'll bring Hando in. I think they'll deliberately leave Hando out so that people can continuously keep asking, "Where's Hando?" You know, it's a bit like getting 3 Chewie shards every year. People always ask, "Where's Hando?" So yeah. What about you, Thane?
I'm not well versed with scoundrels and stuff, but I mean, yeah, the ones I would want to bring in, they're gonna revisit like Book of Boba Fett and like Mando season 2. I'd want more of the night owls, the Mandalorians that go under Bo-Katan.
There you go.
Yep, those two. Yeah, they would be great. Great assets. They would be great in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, round up the Mando faction a little bit more. Let's see.
Mayfeld. I'm still gutted that Mayfeld's.
Yeah, that'll be
I
good.
just want to be able to, you know, because you can play with Carl Weathers, because yes, the character may be Grief Cargo, but you look at the character and it's Carl Weathers. So to see Bill Burr in the game would just be freaking awesome.
Oh my god, I'd die.
I would wait for one of his next live streams, and I'm like, Bill, do you realize you're now in a character in a video game? Dude, you're a video in a character game. So yeah, I think he'd get a kick out of that. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Elsie says, is that data mine for Conquest legit? 40 bounty hunter wins win with GG left? This is a joke, right? No, those are, but those, I think those are the big feats, right? You know, for
those are the global feats. You can do them in any sector.
You can do them in any sector at any time. You can use your bounty hunters along the way and knock those out when you want. Those are not the ones I got a problem with right now. It's the other stuff that I'm seeing. So I got 2 things on my radar now. One is if you can't use GLs on the boss fights. Got to see who the bosses are. Might not have a problem with that one, but if they have those 14 feats in there, guys, I'm going to go ballistic. Nathan H says, Lobot got a Unicron? You mean Omicron? Did he? I didn't see. I can't remember the name of the list of the characters that are getting them.
If Lobot was in there, Urza might come back to the game.
Hey, there we go.
We could have some real Lobot versus the meta.
Grim says, "How about now? How about now? How about now, Dev?
How about now? How about what? I'm gonna have to check on that. So that was in the road ahead, wasn't it?
Yeah, go take a look at it. It's all listed in the road ahead, guys. Nightmare question: Dad bod Boba or Boba Fett? I like Dad bod Boba. Just sounds cooler. Buzzsaw question: is momentum some kind of body shaming for Boba Fett? Sign of Jango? No.
No.
He's not the Juggernaut, for God's sake.
Lobot is not one of them, unfortunately. Rose Tico, Phasma, Rolo, Sidious, Qui-Gon Jinn, Zam Wessel, Chief Chirpa, Nebbit, IPD, and Hera Syndulla are the characters that are
Lobot.
No, Lobot's not in there.
Okay, there we go. I'm sure he'll be on the list. Nightmare question for Nav: has your guild gone through any turmoil on if you guys should make moves to get Relic 9 mats?
I mean, we have had 3 retirements in the last 2 days, but thankfully the accounts are going to remain within the within the guild. So we're not losing the accounts. It's just some other people in the. I mean, I'm going to take custody of one, so that it just stays in the guild, and a couple of other people doing the same as well. But no major turmoil, really. I don't think anyone's kicking off about territory wars or Relic 9 materials. I don't think there's that many people that fussed about it at the moment. I might be wrong.
Very nice.
I mean, there's usually a couple of my guild listening. Durgan's in the guild, so we had to fill out one of those Survey Monkey things, and it didn't have the answer that I wanted to give regarding the question for territory. So I'm like, you haven't got the response I would like to give. You know, I'll put the effort in, but I don't care about getting Relic 9 materials, so they just didn't have that. You know, if the guild wants me to put the effort in, I'll put the effort in. But am I bothered about getting Relic 9 materials? No, because I haven't even got Relic 8 yet. So, not that fussed about Relic 9.
Choose for a question. As a beta tester, have you seen your input and or concerns you've raised in game? How does it feel to make a difference? It feels, I mean, I like being a voice for you guys. And yeah, they're listening. So yeah, it feels good. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I decided to go back and doing it again, because I felt like being a voice for you guys, that they were listening, or, at least I have a platform to speak, right? So yeah, can't really talk about like anything you've seen in the game that's in there. I've at least had my, as I said earlier in the lunch stream. I mean, Crumb, we talked about this when I interviewed him. We have input on on that stuff, right? So, and we have consistent input on that. So, I haven't really done much testing the last 2 or 3 days because I have been so getting ready for Death versus Consecrators and other stuff, but I'll start hitting it again hard this week and get in there. I'm really curious about Monday. Ooh, boy. It's going to be some long conversations being had. Dragon of Destruction. Should I do anything about my resets being in PST when my time zone is GMT? Only if that time doesn't work for you. I mean, it's 2 hours after. I mean, it's 2 hours behind you, so it's up to you. I mean, you should only change your payout or reset it when you need to. Just pick the most convenient time, that works for you. If the one doesn't work now, pick a time that works better for you.
Time and something that's, if you're in a shard chat, don't pick something that's, don't pick an hour where there's like 3 people in it. And
unless you want to, unless you can do a rotation. I do that with a couple guys, and they're cool with it, so I don't have a problem with it. Contingent question: are you hoarding Get 2 or spend it on gear after the ships are finished? Well, I don't have any ships to work on, so I'm definitely using Get 2 for gear like a mofracky right now. Mm-hmm. I have many. I've still got Maul to finish, and there's a lot of that dinky stuff that I need with Get 2 and Get 1 that I'm still having to use. I don't have any characters or stuff to farm with it, so yeah, I'm busy like a beaver using my Get for gear because I saw Vader and we got the 2 tanks to do, and then I'm going to be doing Rebels for somebody. First name starts with T, ends in E, in the middle is Han. Let's see here. Buzzsaw question: will there be a 2022 Men of RSG calendar for charity? Might be better to have women since the community is so male dominated. Well, that's true. Neo Venom question: do you think bringing in Booster Tarek and the Errant Vulture would have been better for the Bounty Hunter capital ship?
Yeah, when Crumb came on to talk about Vader, the Lord Vader, the Executor had been announced, and I said to him, wouldn't it be nice to have a big red Star Destroyer in the game for the back? The Errant Venture is basically a red Star Destroyer. Booster Tarek's capital ship, and he's a bounty hunter. The Errant Venture is a Star Destroyer that is painted bright red. So I think that would have, I did actually say to him then, that wouldn't, it's easy. You've already got Star Destroyers in. You just need to make it red, and you need to make it synergistic with bounty hunters.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun to have a big red Star Destroyer. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
It'd be cool. All right, Feed Zeke. What's the best way to mod Maul and Lord Vader? Maul super fast with lots of damage, and then Lord Vader super fast with an assload of health and protection. Big time. Feed Zeke question: Mace, when do you get into an Omicron? Not in this initial batch, but I'm sure it's on the radar. I will try to make sure that takes forever so that we can just see Ram Bam suffer horribly. So I will do everything in my power to make sure that happens. Nice sampler question. With the Omicrons, do we think CG are going to use this for Mace to give him a rework people have been wanting? I'm sure it's in the talks, but if I'm around, I'm going to make sure that takes forever and a day just so we see, as I said, see my previous statement about Ram Bam. He must suffer horribly. Andrew, I was just talking about you, man. Andrew Coptis here says, you still living in Birmingham? I sure am, man. Same address, brother. Man, oh man. Andrew, what is going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. That's my homie. I was just talking about you today on the VIP chat. Because we were talking about the ghost peppers, things of that nature, and hot food and everything. And I was telling them about how you sent me that Chex Mix that had the think it's a million. It had the ghost pepper. It's Chex mixed with the pepper, the ghost pepper on it. So it was super ridiculously hot. Oh my god, that stuff was dynamite. And I was telling him about how you used to send me bourbon and stuff. It was so cool, man. Yeah, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I saw your Memphis shirt and stuff, and I got the figures and stuff. Andrew sent me a couple of care packages. It was very, very, very nice of him. So, especially the bourbon, man. Oh my god, it was so good. But I hope you're doing well, buddy. Grim question: are you excited for the big D&D dragon fight during the really big live stream show on Saturday? Nah, I'm just not. Now, of course I am. Get out of here, Grim. God. Yeah, we did eat the world's hardest chocolate. We brought both to 2 bites of that stuff, man. Yeah, it's actually the hottest. It's you can watch videos of it, Dragon. We ate it twice actually on the same stream. People thought we were like inhuman because me and Grant are from Texas and we just eat spicy food. I mean, I eat really spicy food all the time, and so I mean, I'll think about that is I've seen the reaction people have just like when they eat the ghost pepper and stuff, and I've eaten that stuff. It's pain. It makes me sweat a lot, but I don't have like. Other than that, I just sit there and chomp on ice water and I'm fine. I mean, it's like, okay. So, yeah.
Have you ever had a vindaloo or a takadal?
Is that what?
Curries. Really hot.
Curries. Yeah. I've eaten so much hot food. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm a sick man. What can I say, folks? I'm a sick man. I like hot fights. I mean, I can't eat stuff without Tabasco sauce minimum. Louisiana hot sauce minimum, right? The super hot stuff. That's just my normal. I have to have it. I can't eat eggs or anything without it. But I've got the actual stuff. I think it's 16,000 Scoville is my normal one that I usually go with. But yeah, those ghost pepper. I think those are million Scoville. Just to give you an idea, like Louisiana's hot sauce is like 4,000 on the Scoville scale. The chili pepper is about a million and a half. Like I think the ghost chip is around there. I can't remember. Someone will tell me. But the chocolate we ate was 2 million. That just tells you how hot that is. I mean, as soon as I put it on my tongue, I was like, yep, here comes the pain. It hurt immediately. I was like, damn, that is crazy. And your body reacts to it. Like you just start drenching in sweat and stuff. But I've eaten enough hot stuff and I'm used to it that I'm like, okay, I just have to chew in some ice water. That was cool. So, Feed Zeke, when am I dressing up as Halloween? I will be Darth Revan. I did put something on the Amazon wish list. I need a new Revan mask because mine's got a little bit of crack in it. That one's just not working out. But there's a couple I put on there's one on the Amazon wish list. So if you guys want to hook me up with that, feel free. All right. Astros are up 5-1. Okay. We're looking good so far. Let's not blow it. Buzz, you can send it to me anytime you want, man. Just uploading. See if there's more questions here. Qui-Gon Jinn, great name. Question: what do you think the chances to have Omicron for Qui-Gon to grant master training to all Jedi at the start of the battle? We'll have to see what it is. I know he's getting one. I think that'd be cool.
Think that the Omicron, the Omicron bonus to characters that obviously they're saying aren't used as much. It's a quick and easy way for them to do a rework without doing a rework.
Right.
So that I do, that you take some of the earliest characters, even some of the stuff that like really doesn't get used, like Gamu, Ugnor, Jedi Guardian, those characters that don't just like not get used, but like never, ever, ever get used. You throw an Omicron on there that just gives it some funky ability in a specific mode in the game, and people might do something with it, I guess. But yeah, no, Mace must be the last one that they do ever. 2 weeks before they announce the end of the game, just because the only person that will purchase it is Rambam.
All right. Mongo X-Ray. Another great name. Question: do you think they will mess up new Conquest feats and actually require new Boba? I hope not. Well, that'll get me set off too. Neo Venom question: would you like Belderon in game? He was the only Jedi Hutt. I'm cool with it. Whatever they want to do, I'll be cool with that one. Phil C question: you had said CG listens to our feedback, but they have made Conquest 10 times even worse, as well as monetizing it. Are we wasting our time? I'm gonna wait to see. I saw that one. I gotta wait till we get on November 1st and actually see what's in action, Phil. So I saw that. Little disappointing because because I have been, they are listening. Obviously, some of the changes that we've seen in here, Nev, obviously they are listening. But for some reason, whoever's in charge of Conquest is if that's what's going to happen Monday, they're not getting the memo, and they're going to get a rant, and I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, my advice would to be get your ass over to YouTube, go to End All Be All's channel, hit that notification bell, because he's
hit any content creators.
Specifically for Conquest, hit the notification bell on and have that, because as soon as he goes through it, he will be dropping the best and probably the most comprehensive guide for you to be able to do 11 and 12.
Yeah, he does a really good job. I'm trying to think of someone else does the one that's really, really good. The name escapes me. I mean, we do it during the lunch stream. We talk about the different fights and things of that nature. I'm still going to do it. This one's going to be, I'm going to say this one's going to be disappointing. I know there are listening, but there's listening and actually listening, right? You can listen to what I have to say, but if you keep doing the same nonsense over and over again, you're not really listening. I don't know what you're looking at, but if some of this stuff, which is in it's data mine, so I gotta wait till I see it. If that stuff is in there, like it is, I'm gonna go ham. You're gonna get
listening, they're just not hearing.
Yes, that's a better way of putting it. I mean, and
they
are listening to a lot of stuff. I mean, and for all fairness, CG, they are. Conquest put Conquest aside, the other stuff about the gear crunch and all this other things, they are listening, right? So the effort's there. I don't know what the disconnect is with Conquest. I just don't get it. And it blows my mind away, because this is the feedback. They say they're listening to their feedback, and then they say on the video, like, it's supposed to be more about the battles and less about the feats. And then you go and put the same nonsense with the same 14 and all this other stuff in there. That's not, that's the total opposite of what you just said.
No, I'm sorry, Ranger. I wasn't laughing at what you were saying. The scene from Dude, Where's My Car just popped into my head. Yeah. You leaning out the car saying, yeah, you need to change this. And then,
right?
And you need to change this. And and then you need to change the goddamn beats in the sectors. And you just keep getting, and then, because they're listening, just like the woman was listening, but she wasn't hearing. And
then you can give it to me, and I'll give you the money, and then I get my food. And then I'm
sorry, but that's, and anybody in chat listening, somebody needs to turn that into a meme. So Ranger's on the left-hand side, and then you've got the lady with the microphone and the other one, and you've got Rangers saying, and you need to change this, and then you need to do this, and then you need to.
And if you say "and then" one more time, I'm going to come there and kill you.
Yes.
And then.
Somebody get on that meme. Right now.
I'm going to get memed. Huzzah. Nice Templar question. We'll go through these last couple questions. I'm going to go see if I can catch some of the show's game. What if CG makes Rose Omicron can't be devoured in Crane Core? I don't think that's what it's going to be, but that would be funny. RC Vormax question. Harris ship will benefit from new Omicron ability upgrade. As far as I'm understanding it, I don't think Omicron's going to have anything to do with it, but at this point, what do I know? Question. Feedseek question. For the characters that are getting into Omicron, they don't have his Zeta. Are they going to require Zeta material with the Omicrons, or just Omegas with the Omicron, or just the Omicron? It's a good question. I think like Deadbod Boba Fett said Zeta Omicron, so some might have Zeta Omicron, some might be Omega Omicron. I'll find out. I'm not 1,000% sure on that, Feed Zeke, so we'll find out. Neo Venom 2 question. Would it be good would this be good for new tunes? The brothers and sisters as legendaries of Journey tunes, then the father and Abeloth, aka Mother, as GLs. I'm down with that. I'd love to see the Celestials come in here. We talked about that a long time ago, man. That'd be a great faction to have in there. Ooh, Abeloth. Man, she's too wicked. Mongo, last question. Have you talked to Alchie recently? If so, tell her we miss her in GYST. Hey, she's in the Discord all the time, Mongo. You can talk to Alchie however you want, and she, she's doing good. She's doing mommy stuff, and yeah, I miss her in the game, but she's moved on. She plays other games. I know they do Don't Starve Together Tuesdays, and she plays some other games. She's just not doing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, but she's still part of the community. Still hangs out, plays games with a lot of these guys, and it's she's always around there. All right. I think. Yeah, that's it. So, where's Grim been? Grim's not playing SWGOH, but he does do other games too, like Dungeons and Dragons. He's there. He's hanging out. Okay. Is it 5-2? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't you blow this, Houston. All right. I'm getting a little worried. Getting a little concerned. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, that's the last of the questions. Okie dokie in the pokey. I think that wraps it up. Nev, where can folks check you out, my friend?
You can check me out on YouTube, on Twitch. The channel is the Escape Podcast.
There you go. That's true. She is playing with the Marballs on Mondays too, so she's always hanging out there too. Yeah, she's still around. She does stuff, hang hunting, all that good stuff. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Join our Discord. Great group of people there. You can check stuff out. We'll be back tomorrow lunch stream. I'm just going to do GAC. We're going to try to knock out the GA Center tomorrow night, so we'll get that squared away. What else? GAC Center. Friday I'll be on the Hindy stream, plus we'll have the lunch stream. Saturday is going to be the 24-hour stream. The Tiltify is up. I haven't seen any donations come in. I don't know if it's been activated. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm an idiot. But if you'd like to start with our ACS campaign, I linked it earlier. The Tiltify. Why is this not popping up now? Hold on. Yeah, I don't see any donations. I'll put it in here if you'd like to start supporting our, before we get started, the big charity fundraiser for RSG. Please do. Let me put this in the chat. So this Saturday, starting at 8 a.m., we will start our 24-hour stream for the ACS, American Cancer Society, raising money to fight cancer. So if you'd like to donate, go there. The Tiltify should be working. So if you want to donate, feel free to donate. So there you go. Anything else? I think we're all tired. It's been the road ahead, and then I'm really disappointed, man. God bless America. God dog it. I hope that's not what's going to come out in the game on that Conquest stuff. God. I'll be more disappointed than anything. So, but I'm going to go do some research on the back end here, guys, and find out what the hell is going on.
Can't be disappointed if you already have low expectations.
That's true. But I don't want to have low expectations, damn it. God damn it. Damn it, Jim. All right, I think that covers everything. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow for the lunch stream and GACs, and then tomorrow night with the GAC Center. And then Friday we'll be back for another lunch stream. Then we'll do the Hindy stream. Then the big 24-hour stream to raise money for ACS. You guys can start donating. There we go. I think I got everything. Good. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Be safe, and we will talk to you soon. Peace out.
Toodles.